After a little over 2.5 weeks of being in Europe, it's time to go home. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another vlog. This vlog is going to be a flight trip report. As you guys know, if you've seen in previous vlogs, I just went to the Olympics in Paris for about a week, Champagne region in Epernay in France for like 4 days, and then about a week, maybe 5 days in London, and it's time to go home. I'm really excited because it'll be on a new carrier on their upper class, if that is a suggestion as to what carrier it is. They don't say business class, they say upper class, but I will be flying in Virgin Atlantic's upper class on their, I believe, Boeing 787 Dreamliner. But first, we gotta get to the airport. I am here in Shoreditch. I'm planning on taking an Uber to Paddington and then taking the Heathrow Express to Terminal 3 and going to check in. I already have access, I believe, to the Virgin Atlantic Clubhouse, which you've seen in the past, but this configuration on the 787 is going to be very interesting because it is on a herringbone configuration. Not reverse herringbone, it's just like everybody's kind of stacked, and it is on a 1-1-1 configuration, although the walls are not super high, so privacy is a little bit harder in this specific configuration. But really excited. I believe the window is on your back, so we'll see how it goes. But if you're new to my channel, my name is Jerome. I'm a travel vlogger currently here in London doing a travel vlog series called Roam Around the World, where you travel the world with me, Jerome, so please consider subscribing. Let's go to the airport. Okay, so the lounge is good. Now, let's go to the flight. Okay, so we are finally here in the flight. It's really hard to vlog, especially with the walls being so low and people being like very, very close to us. But really interesting experience taking off, and people like, you're not like facing forward and backwards, you're more like side to side, so that's interesting. The ottoman in front of me is also meant to be like another chair. All in all, interesting spot. We'll see how it goes. They just finished taking off, and now we took our order for a drink, and really excited to see how the service is like. Okay, so we first got our drink. I ended up getting a Redhead Virgin, I believe is their cocktail is called. It is gin as well as mixed berries, Prosecco, and then there's some crisps right upside. So I'm gonna start out with that. Okay, so for my starter, ended up getting a soft roll, like a dinner roll with butter. These are really cute. They are like a salt and pepper shaker that look like little mini airplanes. And then got a pea soup with vegan bacon, and then water and a Coke. Let's go. And then this is really cool. They have like a gold-plated napkin ring. So the main courses here ended up getting a truffle chicken with like the Hasselback potatoes. Looks like there are like the little sliced ridges, and then there's also some veggies. I will note that we are already 2 hours into the flight, and I'm just getting my main, which, I feel like it's a little bit long. Okay, so I got my dessert. This is the chocolate and blackcurrant dome with chantilly cream and these like pearls that are like crunchy. And then I also requested for a latte and then some Baileys on the side. I'm probably gonna like mix these two, but this looks so good. Perfect last course before knocking out. Okay, so slept for like 4-5 hours, and actually had a really lovely time at the bar. There's a bar here. Spoke with another lady who was just happened to be there. Talked about my travels in Epernay, in Paris, in London, and it was a good like 45 minutes of just kind of talking to a stranger. I've always wanted to do that, but now we are about an hour and 30 minutes away from landing, and I ordered a cream tea, which is like scones with clotted cream and jam. Got it with an Earl Grey, so really excited to eat that. Especially, it's very British, so we are descending in about an hour and a half, maybe, and then back home. So I'll show you guys what we end up getting after this. Cool, so here is the cream tea. I think one has like white chocolate and raspberry scone, and another one is like another type of scone, but there are two different jams that they have with it, as well as the clotted cream that's already packaged. I love the mugs that they've been using. They've been kind of like very quirky, very like not fancy. They've just been like regular mugs, but this one has Earl Grey and some milk. So I'm gonna eat this up and then get ready for descending. Okay, so back home, and if I look a little different, it's because I forgot to film an exit vlog or exit video clip to the flight after I got home. And we are here in November, so this is what this is. But overall, I will say that the experience on Virgin Atlantic upper class on their herringbone setup was pretty good. I think the thing that this lacks compared to other business class products like a Qatar or a Singapore Airlines or even United, Polaris, is that this is not as private as other business classes. The walls were so low that like you can actually see the people's heads right next to you, like you're an eye length. So there's nothing like a partition that's high enough to block the view, so that made it really hard to film, but it was a really comfortable flight. Because we were faced in position from the outside in, all of our feet were along the walkway, the aisle. If you were to walk down and up the aisle, you'll just see a bunch of feet on the footwell. But overall, the service was really good, personable, quirky. I had a good time. The food was pretty good. I really enjoyed the truffled chicken and the Hasselbeck potatoes. Those were really good. The cream tea with the scones and the jam, really good. I really enjoyed the bar setup. Although the bar was self-serve, it was really good and fun to just meet new people on the flight. Like I said earlier, I was chatting with this English woman who was doing her own little trip by herself, and we talked for almost an hour, which is really cool. Also, if you were to leave from Heathrow to wherever your destination is, the Clubhouse, the Virgin Atlantic Clubhouse, amazing. Loved the food, the setup, it just felt like good food, and all you had to do was order on your phone and it goes directly to you, which is really nice. But I also wanted to note that this flight is a flight that I redeemed via points. So at the time, Virgin Atlantic was having a bonus transfer for Chase at least, where you transfer points and then they give you 20% bonus. So when I purchased it, it was about a 78 77,500 point flight from London Heathrow to Seattle, but with the bonus, I only had to redeem 59,000 points. Really good. The only thing that really sucks when departing or arriving to Heathrow is the taxes. So I ended up having to pay £350, which is a little bit over $420, $430. Really good to fly comfortably. I would do it again. I really want to try their new upper class where it's not the herringbone setup, but it is more of the traditional 1-to-1 setup. So maybe that's next time. Also, because we are approaching December, maybe it is time to talk about what to expect for December. Of course, gonna be doing Vlogmas, gonna be going somewhere for about 10 days. I'll let you guys learn about that when Vlogmas starts, but really excited. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, which is Vlogmas. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.